Hello guys, I hope everyone is well. Today we are going to discuss about roofing, and we are given our plan as previously we had it when we are calculating the number of bricks, but today we are going to calculate the number of iron sheets needed to roof this plan, and we shall use a gable roof type. So as you all know, we have different types of roofings. Take an example, we have the gable roof, the lean roof, the hipped roof, the conical roof, the butterfly, and so on. So given this question, as earlier stated, we had 10 meter long. This was the length of the building, 3 meters, it was the width. So without wasting time, let's go direct and discuss about the gable roof. So when we are dealing with gable roof, here are the key notes to note. Only consider the eave lengths of the building, not the widths. So in gable roof, we don't consider the widths of the building, we only consider only the what? The length. So key points to note. We have the eave length, the slope factor, the overhang, the cover widths, and the ridges. So for the case of the slope factor, it is always 30 degrees. Especially we use 30, others use 25, but the common one is 30. Then cover width is usually 0.8. So you know when you're roofing, there is that cover width whereby you put one iron sheet and another one, so we usually use 0.8 meters. So let's start immediately. So we have the eave length. So for the case of the eave length, we shall get the length of the building plus the overhang. So the length of the building, we had 10 from the previous plan. So it was given a plan, we had 4 meters, one bedroom, second lounge we had 3 meters, and the third bedroom had 3 meters. So if we are here at the eave length, we shall get 10 meters length plus 0.5 overhang plus 0.5 overhang. Total will get 11 meters of the length. So the sheets per side, we shall get the eave length divided by the cover width. As we had told you, when you're roofing, you must get one iron sheet placed on top of the other. That iron sheet that remains below the other, that's what we call the cover width. And I had already told you that the cover width is always 0.8 meters. So we shall get the eave length, which was 11 meters. You divide it with the cover length to get the sheets per side, because we have two sides. So the gable roof has two sides, then plus two triangles at the ends. So we have 11 meters divided by 0.8 meters, which is the cover length. So if you get 11 divided by 0.8, you get 13.75. So that is equivalent to 14 sheets. So 14 sheets is for one side. So if we want the sheets for two sides, we shall get 14 times the slope factor. Usually the slope factor is got from the slope you are having. Usually you use 30 degrees slope, others use 25, but the common one mostly we use 30, and the slope factor for 30 is 1.2 meters. So therefore, to get the sheets for two sides, we shall get two sides times 14, which is the sheets for one per side, one side times the slope factor. So if you get 14 times the slope factor times 2, you shall get 34 iron sheets needed for two sides, both the front part and the behind part. So as you all know, we have cuttings, you have what, you must add the 10% wastage. So if you add 10% wastage of the 34 iron sheets, you will get 3.4 iron sheets. So 3.4, we will round off to the highest. We shall get, let's consider 4 sheets. Most foundries make a mistake, they don't round off. So when they are building, they get shortage, or they get out of iron sheets, and the clients sometimes they don't have money to go and buy more. So what you need to do is that you should round off, get a clear figure. So if you get, so to get the number of sheets, the total number of sheets needed plus the 10% wastage, so you shall get 34 iron sheets plus those 4 which could be under the wastage. If you get 38 sheets, get 34 plus 4, you get 38 sheets. So let's go to the ridges. Here in gable we have ridges and gables at the ends. So those gables at the ends are built of bricks. Then we have the ridges. For the ridges, we have, as we had told you, that we consider the eve lengths. We have the eve lengths of what? 11 meters and 3 meters. Instead of the sheet here is usually 3 meters. We have those of 2.5, even 2.4, but the common sheet is 3 meters. Though we have of 4.5, 4.6, but the common one on market is always 3 meters. So to get the ridges which are wanted, so you shall get the eve length divided by the 3 meters. Of course, as I told you, the sheet is already 3 meters, so you shall get the eve length divided by what? By 3 meters. If you get 11 meters as we had after, as you see here, we had eve lengths of 11 meters after getting length of the building plus the 2 overhangs. So you back here, if you get the eve length which was 11 meters divided by 3 meters, which is the whole length of the iron sheet. Per iron sheet you will get 3.66, which will be equal to 4 sheets. So total gable roof will be equal to 38 plus 4. The 38 iron sheets after adding the wastages plus the 4 more sheets of the ridges. So this is equal to 42 sheets of 3 meter long only. So guys, I think you will find this helpful, especially the foodies and other people who are dealing in that industry. So let's meet in the next video when we are doing the hipped roof, because hipped roof and gable roof do differ. In hipped we have a lot of cuttings, yet in gable cuttings are minimized. Thank you guys. Remember to subscribe. Let's meet in the next video.